Given all the modern technological developments on Earth, it is difficult to imagine where it would be impossible to arrive, sail or arrive, that there are still places on our planet where ordinary tourists cannot go, and there are various reasons for this. Closed islands, attractions related to actions to enter the territory where you face death, criminal punishment, as well as fines. About all this in our video. Nihau Island, the seventh largest uninhabited island in Hawaii, breaks the stereotype that money can do anything. This island is closed not only to tourists, but even to the governor of Hawaii. Nihau can become a paradise for tourists. There is all nature and beauty, beaches, but all this can only be admired from afar. 140 years ago, New Zealand traveler Henry Robinson bought this 180 square kilometer island from the king for only $10,000. All the same, the locals took him from the island. Thus, we can say that Robinson became the master of his island with his own rights and laws. 250 Hawaiians lead their lives as they did 100 years ago. The main rule of Nihau: there are no smartphones and no tourists. They only get in trouble. You can only observe the island for important reasons, and after they leave the island, they are forbidden to tell how they live on the remnant Nihau, which is why it is called a quiet island. Many tourists want to visit this place, but for this they need the personal permission of local residents. Zone 51, the largest and most mysterious in all respects. Zone 51 is a military base located 83 miles from Las Vegas. Zone 51 is absolutely inaccessible. It is impossible to get into it either by air or by land. This is a mystery that pleased me with the number of myths and legends. The main thing, of course, is connected with aliens. Someone believes that the remains of aliens belong to those who died during the incident in Roswell, when in the summer of 1947 there was an alleged failure of an unidentified flying object nearby from Roswell town. This incident sparked bitter controversy and UFO conspiracy theories. Most likely, these were nothing more than rumors, but something else is known. For example, that Zone 51 serves as a training ground for the latest American aircraft. The only way to see the secret object is to look at satellite images. Nothing out of the ordinary, just the infrastructure of the military base, although it is believed that the base's underground system is much more complex than the ground one. This is sabotage that no one knows about. Base guards have orders to shoot, so there aren't many tourists here. Zone 51 is likely to remain a source of inspiration for many science fiction writers for years to come. North Brother Island refers to the territory of New York. This island has a very dark history. Since 1885 there was a quarantine hospital here. Many patients were imprisoned in wards and were never released outside the hospital walls. It was here that Typhoid Mary lived, who became the first in the history of the United States without a symptomatic carrier of typhoid fever. The woman did not admit that she had a disease. 3 years later, on condition that she would follow all the precautions, Mary was released from the hospital, but after infection of more than 100 she was put back in the hospital, where she spent the rest of her life. Now access to the island is strictly prohibited to people. Locals talk about numerous spirits inhabiting the island, but this place is so bad that the city authorities have not yet found a use for it. The territory is not in demand to this day. Vatican secret archives. Hidden deep within the walls of the Vatican are secret archives storing thousands of important historical documents. Files include correspondence between the Vatican and some of the most famous historical figures in the world, such as Mozart, Queen Elizabeth, Elizabeth I, and Adolf Hitler. The size of the secret archives is staggering. Just imagine 650 departments, 60 miles of shelves, over 35,000 books, and various documents. The secret archive at the library contains manuscripts of the greatest thinkers and scientists, documents from the time of the Crusades, and much more. Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove is a resting place with an area of 11 square meters. It belongs to the Czech Club, a private art club founded in 1872. Bohemian Grove is a forested area in the state of California where the world's most influential people, former and current intelligence leaders, presidents and senators worshipping the owl statue, gather each year. For a very long time, Bohemian Grove was considered only a closed men's club. The heraldic slogan of the club, "Spiders that weave a web do not come here." But there are other versions today. The Czech Club is rumored to be a secret world government. From time to time there are stories of how big leaders decide the fate of the world in secret rooms inaccessible to the public, all guarded by armed guards. It is likely that, without prying eyes, the ruling editor can take part in absolutely any action they wish. Various events take place in the Bohemian Grove, for example, when everyone changes into women's clothes, sometimes even appears on stage naked. In 2000, journalist Alex Johnson and his colleagues secretly entered the Bohemian Grove, as a result of which two things became clear. First, only influential people from not only the United States, but also from different countries, really gather in the Bohemian Grove. Secondly, they really worship a 12-meter stone owl. It was said that on the 130th anniversary of the founding of the Bohemian Club, its members promised to reveal the secret of the Bohemian Grove. Well, in the comments, write to which of these places you would like to get the most and see it live.